Hello students, welcome to the series of Neet examination question paper solutions. Question number 1. An infinitely long straight conductor carries a current of 5 amps as shown. An electron is moving with a speed of 10 to the power of 5 meters per second parallel to the conductor. The perpendicular distance between the electron and the conductor is 20 centimeters at an instant. Calculate the magnitude of the force experienced by the electron at that instant. We know that electron nu equal to 10 to the power of 5 meters per second. The correct option is 4. 8 into 10 to the power of minus 20 newtons. Question number 2. A body is executing simple harmonic motion with frequency n. The frequency of its potential energy is, the correct option is 2n. Option 2 is correct option, students. Next, a radioactive nucleus, that is atomic number Z and mass A, X, undergoes spontaneous decay in the sequence. X gives rise to Z minus 1 B, and that gives rise to Z minus 3 C, that gives rise to Z minus 2 D, whereas Z is the atomic number of element X. The possible decay particles in the sequence are, yes, 3. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, that is beta and alpha and beta particles. The escape velocity from the Earth's surface is nu. The escape velocity from the surface of another planet having a radius 4 times that of Earth and same mass density is option 4. Question number 5. The half-life of a radioactive nuclide is 100 hours. The fraction of original activity that will remain after 150 hours would be option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, question number 6. A convex lens A of focal length 20 centimeters and a concave lens B of focal length 5 centimeters are kept along the same axis with a distance d between them. If a parallel beam of light falling on A leaves B as a parallel beam, then the distance d in centimeters will be option number 2, 15 centimeters. Next, question number 7. A capacitor of capacitance C is connected across an AC source of voltage V given by V equal to V0 sin omega t. The displacement current between the plates of the capacitor would then be given by option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, question number 8. A small block slides down on a smooth inclined plane starting from rest at a time t equal to 0. Let Sn be the distance travelled by the block in the interval. We know that t equal to n minus 1 to t equal to n. Then the ratio Sn by Sn plus 1 is option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, question number 9. A particle is released from height S from the surface of the earth at a certain height. Its kinetic energy is 3 times its potential energy. The height from the surface of earth and the speed of the particle at that instant are respectively. Option number 4 is correct option, students. In a potentiometer circuit, a cell of EMF 1.5 volts gives balance point at 36 centimeters length of wire. If another cell of EMF 2.5 volts replaces the first cell, then at what length of the wire the balance point occurs? Option number 1, that is 60 centimeters is correct option, students. Next, for a plane electromagnetic wave propagating in x direction, which one of the following combination gives the correct possible directions for electric field, that is E, and magnetic field B respectively? Option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, polar molecules are the molecules. What are the polar molecules? Option number 4, having a permanent electric dipole moment are said to be polar molecules. So the option number 4 is correct option, students. Next, the velocity of a small ball of mass m and density d when dropped in a container filled with glycerin becomes constant after some time. If the density of glycerin is d by 2, then the viscous force acting on the ball will be option number 1, mg by 2 is correct option, students. Next, question number 14. Match column 1 and column 2 and choose the correct match from the given choices. So root mean square, speed of gas molecules, pressure exerted by ideal gas, average kinetic energy of a molecule, total internal energy of 1 mole of a diatomic gas. So the option number 3, which says A is Q, that is root mean square, speed of a gas molecules is Q, and B is P, and C is S, and the total internal energy of 1 mole of a diatomic gas is 5 by 2 RT. Next, question number 15. Water falls from a height of 60 meters at the rate of 15 kilograms per second. To operate a turbine, the losses due to frictional force are 10% of the input energy. How much power is generated by the turbine? We know that G equal to 10 meters per second square. So the option number 2, 8.1 kilowatts is correct option, students. Next, question number 16. A lens of large focal length and large aperture is best suited as an objective of an astronomical telescope, since a large aperture contributes to the quality and visibility of the image. A large area of the objective ensures better light gathering power. A large aperture provides a better resolution. So all of the above, option number 4 is correct option, students. Next, the electron concentration in an n-type semiconductor is the same as hole concentration in a p-type semiconductor. An external field electric is applied across each of them. Compare the currents in them. Option number 3, current in n-type is greater than current in p-type. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, a nucleus with mass number 240 breaks into two fragments, each of mass number 120. The binding energy per nucleon of unfragmented nuclei is 7.6 million electron volts, while that of fragments is 8.5 million electron volts. The total gain in the binding energy in the process is 216 million electron volts is correct option, students. Next, yes, question number 19. A thick current carrying cable of radius R carries current I uniformly distributed across its cross section. The variation of magnetic field B, that is radius due to the cable with the distance R from the axis of the cable, is represented by option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, question number 20. Two charged spherical conductors of radius R1 and R2 are connected by a wire. Then the ratio of surface charge densities of the spheres, that is sigma 1 by sigma 2, is option number 2, R2 by R1 is correct option, students. Next, question number 21. If E and G respectively denote energy and gravitational constant, then E by G has the dimensions of option number 1, MLT, that is M by 2 MLT. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Question number 22. A spring is stretched by 5 centimeters by a force 10 newtons. The time period of the oscillations when a mass of 2 kg is suspended by it is option number 4, 0.628 seconds is correct option, students. Next, question number 23. Column 1 gives certain physical terms associated with flow of current through a metallic conductor. Column 2 gives some mathematical relations involving electrical quantities. Match column 1 and 2 with appropriate relations, that is drift velocity, electrical resistivity, relaxation period, current density. Option number 1 is correct option, student. That is drift velocity is E by M, and electrical resistivity is E by J, and relaxation period is M by Ne square rho, and current density is NeV. So option number 1 is correct option, students. Question number 24. A dipole is placed in an electric field as shown in which direction will it move? Option number 2, towards the right, as its potential energy will decrease. Consider the following statements A and B and identify the correct answer. A gender dipole is connected in reverse bias when used as a voltage regulator. The potential barrier of PN junction lies between 0.1 volts to 0.3 volts. Option number 3. A is correct and B is incorrect. Yes. Next, question number 26. A screw gauge gives the following readings when used to measure the diameter of a wire. Main scale reading is 0 millimeters and circular scale reading is 52 divisions. Given that 1 millimeter on main scale corresponds to 100 divisions on the circular scale, the diameter of the wire from the above data is 0.052. It is decimals, isn't it? So 1 is 100, so 52 is 0.052. Yes. Next, question number 27. An inductor of inductance L, a capacitor of capacitance C, and a resistor of resistance R are connected in series to an AC source of potential difference V volts as shown in figure. Potential difference across L, C and R is 40 volts, 10 volts and 40 volts respectively. The amplitude of current flowing through LCR series circuit is 10 to the root 2 amperes. The impedance of the circuit is option number 4, 5 omega is correct option, students. Question number 28. A parallel plate capacitor has a uniform electric field E in the space between the plates. If the distance between the plates is D and the area of each plate is A, the energy stored in the capacitor is, we know, permittivity of free space. Yes. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Question number 29. An electromagnetic wave of wavelength lambda is incident on a photosensitive surface of negligible work function if m mass is of photoelectron emitted from the surface has de Broglie wavelength lambda d, then 3. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, question number 30. Find the value of the angle of emergence from the prism. Refractive index of the glass is option number 1, 60 degrees. Yes, it is nothing but 60 degrees. Next, option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, question number 31. The equivalent capacitance of the combination shown in the figure is option number 2, 2C. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, 32. Question number 32. If force F, acceleration A and time T are chosen as the fundamental physical quantities, find the dimensions of energy. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, question number 33. A cup of coffee cools from 90 degrees to 80 degrees in T minutes when the room temperature is 20 degrees centigrade. The time taken by a similar cup of coffee to cool from 80 degrees to 60 degrees at a room temperature same at 20 degrees centigrade. So how will you do? Option 2, 13 by 5 is correct option, students. Next, the effective resistance of a parallel connection that consists of 4 wires of equal length, equal area of cross section and same material is 0.25 ohms. What will be the effective resistance if they are connected in series? Option number 4, 4 ohms is correct option, students. Next, question number 35. The number of photons per second and an average emitted by the source of monochromatic light of wavelength 600 nanometers when it delivers the power of 3.3 into 10 to the power of minus 3 watt will be. So what is the Planck constant? H equal to 6.6 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joules. So the option 3, 10 to the power of 16 is correct option, students. Next, so this is section B, physics. Question number 36. 3 resistors having resistance R1, R2 and R3 are connected as shown in the given circuit. The ratio I3 by I1 of currents in terms of resistance used in the circuit is option number 2, R2 by R2 plus R3 is correct option, students. Next, question number 37. A point object is placed at a distance of 60 centimeters from a convex lens of focal length 30 centimeters. If a plane mirror were put perpendicular to the principal axis of the lens and at a distance of 40 centimeters from it, the final image would be formed at a distance of 20 centimeters from the plane mirror. It would be a virtual image. Option number 4 is correct option, students. Next, for the given circuit, the input digital signals are applied at the terminals A, B and C. What would be the output at the terminal Y? Option number 4 is correct option, students. Question number 39. A step down transformer connected to an AC mains supply of 220 volts is made to operate at 11 volts 44 watts lamp. Ignoring power losses in the transformer, what is the current in the primary circuit? Option number 1, 0.2A is correct option, students. Next, question number 40. A uniform conducting wire of length 12A and resistance R is wound up as its current carrying coil in the shape of an equilateral triangle of side A square of side A. The magnetic dipole moments of the coil in each case respectively are option number 1, root 3 IA square and 3 IA square is correct option, students. Next, question number 41. In the product F equal to Q, S for Q equal to 1, what will be the complete expression for B? Option number 2 is correct option, students. Question number 42. A particle moving in a circle of radius r with a uniform speed takes a time t to complete one revolution. If this particle were projected with the same speed at an angle theta to the horizontal, the maximum height attained by it equal 4r. The angle of projection theta is then given by 4. Option number 4 is correct option, students. A series LCR circuit containing 5.0 H inductor, 80 microfarad capacitor and 40 ohms resistor is connected to 230 volts variable frequency AC source. The angular frequencies of the source at which power transferred to the circuit is of the power at the resonant angular frequency are likely to be 3. Option number 3 is correct option, student. 46 radius per second and 54 radius per second. Question number 44. From a circular ring of mass m and radius r, an arc corresponding to a 90-degree sector is removed. The moment of inertia of the remaining part of the ring about an axis passing through the center of the ring and perpendicular to the plane of the ring is k times mr square. Then the value of k is 1. Option number 1 is correct option, students. 3/4. Next, question number 45. A uniform rod of length 200 centimeters and mass 500 grams is balanced on a wedge placed at 40 centimeters mark. A mass of 2 kg is suspended from the rod at 20 centimeters and another unknown mass m is suspended from the rod at 160 centimeters mark as shown in the figure. Find the value of m such that the rod is in equilibrium. We know that g equal to 10 meters per second square. So what is the answer? Option number 4, that is 1/12 kg is correct option, students. Next, question number 46. 27 drops of same size are charged at 220 volts each. They combine to form a bigger drop. Calculate the potential of the bigger drop. Option number 4 is correct option, students. Next, question number 47. A car starts from rest and accelerates at 5 meters per second square at t equal to 4 seconds. A ball is dropped out of a window by a person sitting in the car. What is the velocity and acceleration of the ball at t equal to 6 seconds? Take g equal to 10 meters per second square. So what will be the answer? Option number 4. Yes, 20 root 2 meters per second. That is 10 meters per second square. Next, a particle of mass m is projected with a velocity mu equal to k volts and k less than 1 from the surface of the earth. Escape velocity, the maximum height above the surface reached by the particle is option number 4 is correct option, students. Next, question number 49. A ball of mass 0.15 kg is dropped from a height 10 meters, strikes the ground and rebounds to the same height. The magnitude of impulse imparted to the ball is g equal to, you know that 10 meters per second square nearly. What is the answer? Option 2, 4.2 kg per meter square, meters per second. Question number 50. Two conducting circular loops of radii r1 and r2 are placed in the same plane with their centers coinciding. If r1 greater than r2, the mutual inductance m between them will be directly proportional to option number 4, r2 by r2 square by r1 is correct option, students. Next, section A, chemistry. right option for the number of tetrahedral and octahedral voids in hexagonal primitive unit cell are 12 and 6. Option number 4 is correct option, students. Zirconium, that is 40, and hafnium, the zirconium Z, that is atomic number is 40, and hafnium atomic number is 72, have similar atomic and ionic radii because of lanthanide contraction. Lanthanide contraction. So please remember, students. Next, question number 53. For a reaction A gives B, enthalpy of reaction is minus 4.2 kilojoules per mole and enthalpy of activation is 9.6 kilojoules per mole. The correct potential energy profile for the reaction is shown in option 2. This is C. What is happening as reaction is progressing? Enthalpy is what is happening? Yes. This is A converting into B. So the product is energy is lower than the starting materials. So the option 2 is correct option, students. Next, question number 54. Tritium, a radioactive isotope of hydrogen, emits which of the following particles? What it will give? Option number 1, beta particles. Yes. The RBC, red blood corpuscle deficiency, is deficiency disease of. See, this is theoretical based question asked in chemistry. Oh, great. Vitamin B12. Yes. So the molar conductance of sodium chloride, hydrogen chloride, and sodium acetate at infinite dilution are 126.45, 426.16, and 91.0 s centimeter square per mole, respectively. The molar conductance of acetic acid at infinite dilution is. Choose the right option for your answer. Option number 2, 390.71 s centimeter square per mole is correct option, students. Next, question number 57. The correct structure of 2,6-dimethyl des-4-ene is. See, 2,6-dimethyl. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Desene. The maximum temperature that can be achieved in blast furnace is, what is the temperature? Up to 2200 Kelvin. Identify the compound that will react with Hinsberg's reagent to give a solid which dissolves in alkali. Yes. So primary amine which gives the reagent to give solid which dissolves in alkali, that is NaOH solution. So Hinsberg reagent is used to distinguish between primary, secondary, and tertiary amines. So among given amines, this is secondary amine. Yes, it gives, but it is not going to soluble in alkali. And this is tertiary, it is not going to give Hinsberg reagent test. And whereas this is nitro compound, it is different from amine. Yes. So option number 3 is correct option, students. The following solutions were prepared by dissolving 10 grams of glucose in 250 milliliters of water, that is P1, 10 grams of urea in 250 ml of water, P2, and 10 grams of sucrose in 250 ml of water. The right option for the decreasing order of osmotic pressure of these solutions is option number 1. Yes. So the molecular weight of this urea is 60. Yes. So P2 is greater than P1, that is glucose, then P3. Yes. So the osmotic pressure is option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, the major product of the following chemical reaction is, dear students, alkene in presence of free radical peroxide. So this undergoes anti-Markovnikov's addition. Anti-Markovnikov's addition, where, so in usual conditions, if we do not use this peroxide, it has to give secondary bromide. But when we use peroxide, it gives primary bromide. That is option number 1 is correct option, students. So anti-Markovnikov's product we are going to get. Dear students, this topic is explained in detail about Markovnikov's and anti-Markovnikov's by me. So please go through that video if you have any queries. Next, given below are two statements. Statement 1, aspirin and paracetamol belong to the class of narcotic analgesics. No, these are NSAIDs, not narcotic. Statement 2, morphine and heroin are non-narcotic analgesics. In the light of the above statement, choose the correct answer from the options given below. Both statement 1 and or true, both are false, because These aspirin paracetamol are non-narcotic analgesics, NSAIDs, right? Whereas morphine and heroin are narcotic analgesics. So reverse they have given. So both are false statements. So option number 2 is correct option, students. The correct sequence of bond enthalpy of CX, bond enthalpy. So what happens when you move in a group from top to bottom? What is going to happen? Enthalpy decreases. So fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. What is going to happen? Enthalpy decreases when you move from top to bottom in a group. So option number 2 is correct option, students. BF3 is planar and electron deficient compound. Hybridization and number of electrons around the central atom respectively are. What is the hybridization? It is sp2 hybridization, and number of electrons around the central atom respectively are, yes, 6. BF3 is planar, so B2 F6, yes. So is planar and electron deficient compound. Hybridization and number of electrons around the central atom respectively are sp2 and 6. Question number 65. Which one among the following is the correct option for right relation? Question number 65. Which one among the following is the correct option for right relationship between Cp and Cv for 1 mole of ideal gas? So what is the ideal gas? Yes, Cp minus Cv is R. So option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, among the following alkaline earth metal halides, one which is covalent and soluble in organic solvents is calcium chloride, no. Strontium, magnesium, beryllium chloride. Beryllium chloride is soluble, students. So option number 4 is correct option, students. Next, question number 67. An organic compound contains 78% by weight carbon and remaining percentage of hydrogen. The right option for the empirical formula of this compound is atomic S12 and H. So what it will be the answer? 3. Methyl. Yes. Next, question number 68. The major product formed in dehydrohalogenation reaction of 2-bromopentane is pent-2-ene. This product formation is based on Sage-Jeffs rule or Hunshoffman rule. Sage-Jeffs product, student. So during the elimination, Sage-Jeffs product is going to be major. So pent-2-ene, we are going to get pent-2-ene, not this side, not this side. So Sage-Jeffs products, this elimination sequence is explained by Sage-Jeffs rule. What is the IUPAC? Name of the organic compound formed in the following chemical reaction: acetone, dry ether, followed by, so what is the product? 2-methyl propane, 2-ol, yes. So the 69 option, 2-methyl butane, 2-ol. So 2-methyl butane, 2-ol. Option number 4 is correct option, students. Next, question number 70. Noble gases are named because of their inertness towards reactivity. Identify an incorrect statement about them. Option number 2, incorrect statement. Noble gases have very high melting and boiling points. They are gases, so melting and boiling points are going to be low. Next question number 71. The pKb of dimethylamine and pKa of acetic acid are 3.27. Dimethylamine is a base, 3.27, and 4.77 respectively at temperature K. The correct option for the pH of dimethyl ammonium acetate solution is, so what is going to happen? It is acid and base. It is going to form salt. So what will be the pH? Where it is going to be nearly neutral, that is 7.75. Next, the right option for the statement Tyndall effect is exhibited by is starch solution. Yes, you can observe Tyndall effect with starch solution. Next, question number 73. Statement 1. Acid strength increases in the order given as HF, HCl, H HI. Statement 2. As the size of the elements fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine increases down the group, the bond strength of HF, HCl, HBr and HI decreases. The size of the elements increases, bond strength decreases, and so the acid strength increases. In the light of the above statement, choose the correct answer from the options given below. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are true. Yes. So decreases as the strength increases. Yes. So both are true, students. Next, question number 74. Ethylene diamine tetraacetate EDTA ion is, what is the dentate? Yes. So it is hexadentate ligand with 4 oxygen and 2 nitrogen donor atoms. Next, question number 75. Choose the correct option for graphical representation of Boyle's law, which shows a graph of pressure versus volume of a gas at different temperatures. It is option 4 is correct option, students. Next, the structure of beryllium chloride in solid state and vapor phase are chain in both. Yes, so both the forms it is going to be in the chain form. Next, question number 77. Which one of the following methods can be used to obtain highly pure metal which is liquid at room temperature? Yes, distillation. Which one of the methods can be used to obtain highly pure metal which is liquid at room temperature? Distillation you can do. The compound which shows metamerism is C4H10O. Yes, so metamerism, how many carbons are required? Minimum 4. Yes, the correct option for the number of body-centered unit cells in all 14 types of Bravais lattice unit cells is, it is 4. That is option number 3 is option number 4 is correct option, students. So the cells is 3. Question number 80. Which one of the following polymers is prepared by addition polymerization? So what is the addition polymerization? It is Teflon. We will get addition polymerization. A particular station of All India Radio New Delhi broadcasts on a frequency of 1368 kHz. The wavelength of the electromagnetic radiation emitted by the transmitter is speed of light, that is 3 into 24 of 8 meters per second. So what is the wavelength? Lambda? Yes, 219.3 meters. Next, question number 82. Which of the following reactions is the metal displacement reaction? Choose the right option. Option number 2. So metal displacement is taking place where chromium is displaced with aluminium. This is metal displacement reaction. Next, question number 83. The incorrect statement among the following is, most of the trivalent lanthanoid ions are colorless in the solid state. They are asking incorrect statement. So the option number 2 is correct option, student. Next, dihedral angle of least stable conformer of ethane is dihedral angle. So to know the dihedral angle, what is the method we use? This is Newman projection. So what is the least stable structure? Yes, at 0 degree, that is eclipsed form. What is going to happen? It is going to be 0 degrees. It is highly strained stage, so it is 0. Option number 4 is correct option, students. Match list 1 with list 2. Phosphorus pentachloride, sulfur hexafluoride, bromine pentafluoride and BF3. So what is the, choose the correct answer from the options given below. Option number 1. So what is going to happen? Phosphorus pentachloride is a trigonal bipyramidal and SF6 is octahedral and bromine pentafluoride is square pyramidal and BF3 is trigonal planar. Is correct option, students. Next, question number 86. Sodium propionate upon reaction with sodium hydroxide in presence of heat gives rise to ethane plus sodium carbonate. Consider the above reaction and identify the missing reagent or chemical. What is going to happen? Sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide, isn't it? Calcium oxide. So what do you say this? Soda lime. This is soda lime. The common reagent name is soda lime. So the option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, question number 87. The intermediate compound X in the following chemical reaction is, so Itard reaction. What is happening? Toluene to benzaldehyde. It is Itard reaction. Chromate esters are going to be formed. This is Itard reaction. So chromate esters. This is option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, match the list 1 with list 2. Sulfur dioxide plus oxygen. What is going to happen? This is 3, where it is going to A is 4, tropospheric pollution, and this is B is 3, that is ozone depletion, that is hypochlorous acid it is going to depletion of ozone layer, whereas C is 1 acid rain. Calcium carbonate and sulfuric acid causes acid rain, and D is smog, that is NO2 is causes smog. Next, question number 89. Match list 1 with list 2. List 1, carbon monoxide HCl, the hell world, no, this is Gutterman Koch reaction, and this is haloform reaction, and this is alcohol and acid esterification, and this is Hell-Boller HUZ reaction. What is the correct option? 89 is 4, that is A2, yes, B3, yes, and C4 and D1. Match list 1 with list 2, yes. So what is the answer? Option number 4, where A is 4, 1.73, Bohr magneton, yes, 3 minus. So what is the Bohr magneton under root? Yes, iron 3 plus, what is going to be? B1, 5.92, and C is 2, and D is 4.9. Next, question number 91. The reagent R in the given sequence of chemical reaction is, so diazotization we are making, amine is giving diazonium chloride. This diazonium chloride, when you treat it with ethanol, it is going to give hydrogen here. Yes, this is 91. Option number 2 is correct option, students, ethanol. Next, question number 92. The product formed in the following chemical reaction is, so it is chemoselective reaction. Sodium borohydride exclusively or chemoselectively reduces this ketone, and esters are inactive. Ester, this is ester, is not going to be reduced. This ketone is going to be reduced to, what is this? Alcohol. This is alcohol, but this is ester also disturbed. This is alcohol ester disturbed. This is the option. Option number 4 is correct option, students. Yes. So if I use lithium aluminum hydride, ester and ketone both would have reduced, right? So the option number, if I use lithium aluminum hydride, I would have get both alcohols, but here sodium borohydride chemoselectively reduces only carbonyl compounds, that is aldehydes and ketones. So this ester is intact. This ester is not going to be disturbed. From the following pairs of ions, which one is not an isoelectronic pair? Iron 2 plus and manganese 2 plus. Question number 94. The molar conductivity of 0.007 mole acetic acid is 20 centimeter square per mole. What is the dissociation constant of acetic acid? Choose the correct option. Option number 3, 1.75 into 10 to the power of minus 5 mole per liter is correct option, students. Next, question number 95. Choose the correct option for the total pressure in atmosphere in a mixture of 4 grams oxygen and 2 grams hydrogen confined in a total volume of 1 liter at 0 degrees C is given or equal to 0.082 L atmosphere per mole. So the option 3, 25.18 is correct option, students. Next, question 96. The correct option for the value of vapor pressure of a solution at 45 degrees C with benzene to octane in molar ratio 3:2 is, at 45 degrees centigrade, vapor pressure of benzene is 280 millimeters Hg and that of octane is 420 mmHg. Assume ideal gas. So what is the answer? It is 336 mm of Hg is correct option, students. Next, question number 97. For irreversible expansion of an ideal gas under isothermal condition, the correct option is irreversible. So what it should be? Delta U must be 0, and entropy is not equal to 0. Which of the following molecule is non-polar in nature? Non-polar. Stibethine pentachloride is non-polar. So remaining all are, yes, polar. This is polar. Yes, POCl3 NO5. This stibethine pentachloride is non-polar under given examples. In which of the next, question number 99. In which one of the following arrangements the given sequence is not strictly according to the properties indicated against it? Not. Yes, this is keyword, not. So this is correct. So what? Increase in pK values. So option number 2 is correct option, students. Option number 2, that is not strictly following, right? The next question number 100. The slope of Arrhenius plot lnk versus 1 by t of first order reaction is minus 5 into 10 to the power 3 k. The value of EA of the reaction is, choose the correct option for your answer. Given R is 8.314 joules per k per mole. So 41.5 kilojoules per mole is correct option, student. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Next questions from biology, that is from botany. Mutations in plant cells can be induced by, it is by gamma rays. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Match list 1 with list 2. Cells with active cell division capacity, tissue having all cells similar in structure and function, tissue having different types of cells, dead cells with highly thickened walls and narrow lumen, that is vascular tissues, meristematic tissue, scleroids, and simple tissue. Select the correct answer from the options given below. Option number 1, where A is 2, that is cells with active cells or meristematic cells, and B is 4, simple tissue, that is tissue having all cells similar in structure and function, and C is 1, vascular tissues having different types of cells, and D is scleroids, that is dead cells with highly thickened walls and narrow lumen. Next question number 103. Which of the following is a correct sequence of steps in a polymerase chain reaction? So this reaction is used to identify virus, right? So PCR test we are using to detect coronavirus also. So 103, what we are doing? Denaturation, annealing, and extension. So the option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, match list 1 with list 2. Lenticels, cambium, secondary cortex, and corks, phelogen, suberant deposition, exchange of gases, and phylodum. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. Number 2, where lenticels are exchange of gases and cork cambium is phelogen and secondary cortex is phylodum and cork is suberant deposition. Next question number 105. Complete the flow chart on central dogma. Yes, DNA gives rise upon B, mRNA, and D. So what is the sequence? 3. So replication, DNA gives mRNA replication, followed by transcription and translation and protein. So finally we will get protein synthesis. Next question number 106. The term used for transfer of pollen grains from anthers of one plant to stigma of a different plant which during pollination brings genetically different types of pollen grains to stigma is, what is the gummy? A xenogamy. Option number 1 is correct option, students. DNA. Next question number 107. DNA strands on a gel stained with ethidium bromide when viewed under UV radiation appear as bright orange bands. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, which of the following is an incorrect statement? Please pay the attention. They are asking incorrect statement. Option number 1 is incorrect statement. Mature sieve tube elements possess a conspicuous nucleus and usual cytoplasmic organelles. Next question number 109. In spite of interspecific competition in nature, which mechanism the competing species might have evolved for their survival? Option number 1, resource partitioning is correct option, students. Next question number 110. Gamma are present in some liverworts. Match list 1 with list 2. Protoplast fusion, plant tissue culture, meristem culture, micropropagation, that is totipotency, pomato, somaclones, virus-free plants. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. Option number 2, where A is 2, that is protoplast fusion is pomato, and plant tissue culture is totipotency, and meristem culture is virus-free plants, and micropropagation is somaclones. So the option number 2 is correct option, students. Next question number 112. The production of gametes by the parents, formation of zygotes, the F1 and F2 plants can be understood from a diagram called Punnett square. Next question number 113. Genera like Selaginella and Salvinia produce two kinds of spores. Such plants are known as heterosporous. Two kinds is The amount of nutrients such as carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus and calcium present in the soil at any given time is referred as standing state. Yes. Next question number. So 114, option number 3 is correct option. Next question number 115. Amensalism can be represented as species A minus species B 0. So 115 question option 1 is correct option, students. Next, match list 1 with list 2. Cohesion, adhesion, surface tension, guttation, more attraction in liquid phase, mutual attraction among water molecules, water loss in liquid phase, attraction towards polar surface. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. Option 1, where A is 2, cohesion is mutual attraction among water molecules, adhesion is 4, attraction towards polar surface, surface tension is more attraction in liquid phase, and guttation is water loss in liquid phase. Next, which of the following is not, dear students, please pay the attention, not an application of PCR, polymer chain reaction, polymerase chain reaction, molecular diagnosis, gene amplification, purification of isolated protein and detection of gene mutation. So purification of isolated protein, no, we are not going to purify by this method. So option 3 is correct option, student. Next, question number 118. During the purification process for recombinant DNA technology, addition of chilled ethanol precipitates out during DNA. So option 2 is correct option, student. In the equation GPP minus R equal to NPP, R represents respiration losses. Yes. Next, question number 120. The first stable product of carbon dioxide fixation in sorghum is, where do you find? Oxaloacetic acid. Next, question number 121. Which of the following algae produce carrageen? It is 3, red algae. Next, question number 122. Which of the following statements is not correct? Dear students, please pay the attention. Not correct. It is pyramid of biomass in C is generally upright. No. So it is not correct. Match list 1 with list 2. Cristae, thylakoids, centromere and cisternae. Primary construction in chromosome, disc-shaped sacs in Golgi apparatus, infoldings in mitochondria, patterned membranous sacs in stroma are plastids. Choose the correct answers from the options given below. It is 3, where cristae is infoldings in mitochondria, thylakoids are flattened membranous sacs in stroma of plastids, and centromeres are primary construction in chromosome, and cisternae are disc-shaped sacs in Golgi apparatus. Next, question number 124. Which of the following are not secondary metabolites in plants? Amino acids and glucose. These are not secondary metabolites. Which of the following algae contains mannitol? Yes, it is a carbohydrate. As reserve food material, ectocarpus. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, question number 126. A typical angiosperm embryo sac at maturity is 8 nucleate and 7 celled. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, question number 127. Diadelphous stamens are found in, yes, it is P. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, question number 128. When gene targeting involving gene amplification is attempted in an individual's tissue to treat disease, it is known as gene therapy. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, 129. Which of the following stages of meiosis involves division of centromere? Where do you find? Anaphase 2. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, question number 130. Plants follow different pathways in response to environment or phases of life to form different kinds of structures. This ability is called 3. Plasticity. Next, question number 131. Which of the following plants is monoecious? That is para. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, question number 132. When the centromere is situated in the middle of two equal arms of chromosome, the chromosome is referred as metacentric. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, site of perception of light in plants during photoperiodism is leaf. Option number 4 is correct option, students. Next, The factor that leads to founder effect in a population is genetic drift. Option number 4 is correct option. Next, the plant hormone used to destroy weeds in a field is plant hormone. It is 24D. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, section B, biology botany. Match column 1 with column 2. Nitrococcus, rhizobium, thiobacillus, nitrobacter. Denitrification, conversion of ammonia to nitrate, conversion of nitrate to nitrate, conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia. Choose the correct answer from options given below. It is 1 where a nitrococcus is 2, that is conversion of ammonia to nitrate. Rhizobium is conversion of atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia. Thiobacillus is going to denitrification, and nitrobacter is used to conversion of nitrate to nitrate. Select the correct pair. Large colorless empty cells in the epidermis of grass leaves. In dicot leaves, vascular bundles. What is the correct option? Correct pair. Subsidiary cells, conjunctive tissue, interfascicular cambium spongy, parenchyma. Cells of medullary rays that form part of cambial ring are interfascicular cambium. So option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, which of the following statements is correct statement, they are asking? Yes. So fusion of protoplasms between two motile or non-motile gametes is called plasmogamy. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Identify the correct statement. RNA polymerase binds with Rho factor to terminate the process of transcription in bacteria. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, question number 140. In the exponential growth equation, nt equal to n0 e to the power of 40 e, e represents what? The base of natural logarithms. Yes. Which of the following statement is incorrect statement? In ETC, electron transport chain, one molecule of NADH plus H plus gives rise to 2 ATP molecules, and one FADH2 gives rise to 3 ATP molecules is incorrect statement. What is the role of RNA polymerase 3 in the process of transcription in eukaryotes? What happens? So transcribes, transfer RNA and a son RNA. So option number 2 is correct option, friends. Next, question number 143. In some members of which of the following pairs of families, pollen grains retain their viability for months after release? Rosaceae and Leguminaceae, that is option number 4 is correct option, friends. Next, match list 1 with list 2. S phase, G2 phase, quiescent phase and G1 phase. Proteins are synthesized in active phase, interval between mitosis and initiation of DNA replication. Choose the correct answers from the options given below. It is 3 where A is 4. S phase is DNA replication, G2 phase is proteins are synthesized, quiescent stage is inactive phase, and G1 phase is interval between mitosis and initiation of DNA replication. Next, question number 145. Nowadays, it is possible to detect the mutated gene causing cancer by allowing radioactive probe to hybridize its complementary DNA in a clone of cells, followed by its detection using autoradiography, because mutated gene does not appear on a photographic film as the probe has no complementary with it. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, plasmid PBR322 has PST1 restriction enzyme site within gene AMPR that confers ampicillin resistance. If this enzyme is used for inserting a gene for beta-galactoside production and the recombinant plasmid is insertion in an E. coli strain, it will not be able to confer ampicillin resistance to the host cell. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, 147. Match column 1 with column 2. Column 1, yes, Brassicaceae, Liliaceae, floral formula, and Fabaceae and Solanaceae. Select the correct answers from the options given below. It is 1 where, yes, A is 3 Fabaceae and B is 4 Solanaceae and C is 2 Liliaceae and D is Brassicaceae. Next, question number 148. Which of the following statements is incorrect statement? Please pay the attention, students. They are asking incorrect statement. The option number 4, Cyclic photophosphorylation involves both PS1 and PS2. So this is incorrect statement. Next, question number 149. Match list 1 with list 2. Protein, unsaturated fatty acid, nucleic acid, polysaccharides, CC double bonds, unsaturated phosphodiester bonds, glycosidic bonds, peptide bonds. Proteins, yes, you will get peptide bonds like that. Choose polysaccharide, glycosidic bonds. Yes, you can choose here protein here and 3 A4 and D3 here and D3 here. So 149 is 1 where protein is peptide bonds and unsaturated fatty acids is unsaturated means double bond, and nucleic acid is going to have phosphodiester bonds, and polysaccharide is glycosidic bonds. Next, question number 150. DNA fingerprinting involves identifying differences in some specific regions in DNA sequence called as, what is that? It is a repetitive DNA. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, section A, biology, zoology. Which of the following statements wrongly represents the nature of smooth muscle? Communication among the cells is performed by intercalated discs. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, question number 152. The organelles that are included in the endomembrane system are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, and lysosomes and vacuoles is correct option, students. Next, question number 153. With regard to insulin, choose correct options. C-peptide is not present in mature insulin. The insulin produced by rDNA technology has C-peptide. The pro-insulin has C-peptide. A peptide and B peptide of insulin are interconnected by disulfide bridges. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. It is A, C, D, where B is incorrect. What is it? The insulin produced by RNA technology has C peptide. No. So option 3 is correct option, students. Venereal disease can spread through venereal, yes, STD, using sterile needles, transfusion of blood from infected person, infected mother to fetus, B and C. Kissing also no. Venereal disease, infecting mother to fetus and infected person to blood transfusion. So kissing also no. Select the favorable conditions required for the formation of oxyhemoglobin at the alveoli. So what are the required conditions? Yes, high oxygen, low carbon dioxide, less H plus, lower temperature is correct option, students. Next, match the following. List 1. Physalia, Limulus, Ancylostoma, Pinctada, Pale Sister, Portuguese man of war, living fossil, and hookworm. Yes, choose the correct answer from the options given below. It is 3, where A is Physalia, is 2 Portuguese man of war, and Limulus is 3 living fossil, and Ancylostoma is 4 hookworm, and Pinctada is pale oyster. Next, question number 157. In a cross between a male and female, both heterozygous for sickle cell anemia gene, what percentage of the progeny will be deceased? It is 25%. Next, match list 1 with list 2. Aspergillus niger, Acetobacter aceti, Clostridium botulinum, and Lactobacillus, acetic acid, lactic acid, citric acid, butyric acid. So Acetobacter aceti, choose the correct option below. It is 1, that is A3. Aspergillus niger, citric acid, and Acetobacter niger, acetic acid, acetic acid, Clostridium botulinum, butyl, it is there. So C4 butyl acid, and Lactobacillus, lactic acid. So the name itself says lactic, butyl, aceto, and what is remaining? Aspergillus niger, citric acid, right? So this way also you can choose the correct option. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, question number 159. Sphincter of Oddi is present at, where do you find this? Junction of hepatopancreatic duct and duodenum. Sphincter of Oddi. Which of the following is not an objective of biofortification in crops? Improve resistance to diseases. So this is not an objective of biofortification. Next, question number 161. Erythropoietin hormone, which stimulates RBC formation, is produced by glomerular cells of the kidney. Next, question number 162. Which one of the following organisms bears hollow and pneumatic long bones? It is neophron. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, question number 163. The centriole undergoes duplication during S phase. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, question number 164. Dobson units are used to measure thickness of ozone. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, 165. Which one of the following belongs to the family Macidae? Yes, housefly. Next, question number 166. Read the following statements. Metagenesis is observed in helminthes. Chynoderms are triploblastic and coelomate animals. Roundworms have organ system level of body organization. Comboplates present in ctenophores help in digestion. Water vascular system is characteristic of echinoderms. Choose the correct answers from the options given below. Yes, B, C, E are correct. What is this? B, echinoderms are triploblastic and coelodermic animals, and C and E are correct. So option number 4 is correct option, students. Next, question number 167. For effective treatment of the disease, early diagnosis and understanding its pathophysiology is very important. Which of the following molecular diagnostic techniques is very useful for early detection? ELISA technique. Yes, option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, receptors for sperm binding in mammals are present on zona pellucida. Option number 4 is correct option, students. Next, question number 169. Chronic autoimmune disorder affecting neuromuscular junction leading to fatigue, weakening and paralysis of skeletal muscle is called as myasthenia gravis. Next, question number 170. Which one of the following is an example of hormone releasing IUD? It is LNG20. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, match list 1 with list 2. Valves, IUDs, vasectomy and tubectomy. Entry of sperm through cervix is blocked. Vasectomy, removal of vas difference. Here you can directly right. Phagocytosis of sperms within the uterus, removal of fallopian tubes. Yes, tubectomy here. So D4 and C, removal of vas difference. C2, only one option is having, that is 2. Option number 171 is 2. A is 1. Valves, entry of sperm through cervix is blocked, and IUD is 3. Phagocytosis of sperm within the uterus, and vasectomy is removal of vas difference, and tubectomy is removal of fallopian tube. Next, match list 1 with list 2. Metamerism, canal system, combo plates, and neuroblocks. Coelenterata, ctenophora, annelida, and porifera. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. It is 3. What is this? 3. So A is 3. Annelida, metamerism, canal system you will find in porifera, and combo plates in ctenophora, and neuroblocks are coelenterata. Next, question number 173. The fruit fly has 8 chromosomes in each cell. During interphase of mitosis, if the number of chromosomes at G1 phase is 8, what would be the number of chromosomes after S phase? It is 8. Option number 1 is correct option, student. Next, during the process of gene amplification using PCR, if very high temperature is not maintained in the beginning, then which of the following steps of PCR will be affected first? It is denaturation will be affected. Next, if adenine makes 30% of the DNA molecule, what will be the percentage of thymine, guanine and cytosine in it? It is option 3, T30, G20 and C20. Adenine, guanine and cytosine. Which enzyme is responsible for the conversion of inactive fibrinogens to fibrins? So fibrinogens to fibrins, what is the enzyme responsible? It is thrombin. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, question number 177. Succus entericus is referred to as intestinal juice. Next, identify the incorrect pair. Alkaloids, toxin, lectins, drug. Incorrect pair they are asking. So alkaloids Codeine is alkaloid. Toxin, abrine. So this is incorrect. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Which stage of meiotic phase prophase shows terminalization of chiasmata as its distinctive features? Diakinesis. Option number 3 is correct option, students. Next, question number 180. Persons with AB blood group are called as universal recipients. This is due to absence of antigens A and B on the surface of RBCs. Absence of antigens A and B in plasma? No. Absence of antibodies anti-A and anti-B in plasma. Option 4 is correct option, students. Next, a specific recognition sequence identified by endonucleases to make cuts at specific positions within the DNA is option number 3, palindronic nucleotide sequences. Next, question number 182. Which of the following characteristics is incorrect with respect to cockroach? Incorrect, they are asking. It is a ring of gastric ceca is present at the junction of midgut and hindgut. No, it is incorrect. Question number 183. Which of the following RNA is not required for the synthesis of protein? Following RNA is not required. It is cRNA, siRNA. There is no need of RNA is not required. Next, question number 184. Which is the only enzyme that has capability to catalyze initiation, elongation and termination? So 3 chain reaction involve these 3 stages in the process of transcription in prokaryote. What is this? Only one enzyme will take care of all these things. It is DNA dependent RNA polymerase. Option number 2 is correct option, student. The partial pressure in mm of Hg of oxygen and carbon dioxide at alveoli, the site of diffusion, are same question asked in different way. It is 1 oxygen 104 and carbon dioxide 40. Next, section B, biology, that is from zoology. Question number 186. Which of the following is not a step in multiple ovulation embryo transfer technology? Not a step in. Option 1. Cow is administered hormone having LH-like activity for super ovulation. Next, question number 187. Which of the following secretes the hormone relaxin during the latter phase of pregnancy? It is corpus luteum. Next, question number 188. During muscular contraction, which of the following events occur? H-zone disappears, A-band widens, I-band reduces in width, myosin hydrolase ATP releasing the ADP, A, C, D. Option number 1 is correct option, students. A, B, C and E. Myosin hydrolase ATP releasing the ADP and PI. No. Question number 189. Following are the statements with reference to lipids. What are lipids? So these are lipids having only single bonds are called unsaturated. No. Lecithin is a phospholipid, yes, and C, trihydroxypropane is glycerol, right? So question number 190. Which one of the following statements about histones is wrong? They are asking wrong statement. It is the pH of histone is slightly acidic. No. 191. Question number 191. Match list 1 with list 2. Adaptive radiation, convergent evolution, divergent evolution, evolution by anthropogenic action. So who said all these things? Yes, where it is due to excessive use of herbicides and pesticides, bones of forelimbs in man and whale, wings of butterfly and bird, Darwin finches. Choose the correct answer from the options given below. Where adaptive radiation, Darwin says, convergent evolution, wings of butterfly and bird, divergent evolution, bones of forelimbs in man and whale, and evolution by anthropogenic action is selection of resistant varieties due to excessive use of herbicides and pesticides. Next, question number 192. Identify the types of cell junctions that help to stop the leakage of the substances across a tissue and facilitation of communication with neighboring cells via a rapid transfer of ions and molecules. It is tight junctions and gap junctions respectively. Option number 2 is correct option, students. Next, question number 193. Following are the statements about prostomium of earthworm, where it serves as a covering for mouth, it helps to open cracks In the soil into which it can crawl, it is one of the secondary structures. It is the first body segment. Choose the correct answer from the is E correct, B correct, and C also correct, but not D. Option number 1 is correct option, students. Next, question number 194. The adenosine deaminase deficiency results into dysfunction of immune system. Next, question number 195. The codon AUG, yes, codes for methionine and phenylalanine. Statement 2. AAA and AAG, both codons code for the amino acid lysine. In the light of the above statement, choose the correct answer from the options given below. Yes, option number 4, statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is true. Assertion A person goes to high altitude and experiences altitude sickness with symptoms like breathing difficulty and heart palpitations. Yes, it is true. Reason, due to low atmospheric pressure at high altitude, the body does not get sufficient oxygen. Reasoning also good. In the light of the above statement, choose the correct answer from the options given below. Both A and are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Yes, this is 1 is correct option. Next, 197. Question number 197. Match list 1 with list 2. Allen's rule, physiological adaptations, behavioral adaptation, biochemical adaptation. Kangaroo rat, desert lizard, marine fish at depth, polar. Correct options, it is 3, where A is 4, Allen's rule is polar seal, and B is 1, that is kangaroo rat. Behavioral adaptation is seen in desert lizard, and biochemical adaptation is nothing but marine fish at depth. Next, question number 198. Match list 1 with list 2. Filariasis, amoebiasis, pneumonia, ringworm. Yes, Wuchereria bancrofti, entamoeba, histolytica, Haemophilus influenza. What is this? Pneumonia, trichophyton. So let us see. It is 2, where A is filariasis 3, Wuchereria bancrofti, and amoebiasis is entamoeba histolytica, and pneumonia is because of Haemophilus influenza, and ringworm is trichophyton. Next, question number 199. Which of these is not an important component of initiation of parturition in humans? Parturition, what is this? Yes, release of prolactin. Next, question number 200. Match list 1 with list 2. Scapula, cranium, sternum, vertebral column. Cartilaginous scapula is triangular flat bone. Yes. Cranium is fibrous joints you will find, and cranium you will find. Sternum is flat bone, and vertebral column cartilaginous joints you will find. So option number 4 is correct option, student. Yes, students, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel Venus Academy if you are not subscribed, and don't forget to click on like button and bell button. Thank you, students. Please write your comments, and if you have any doubts, I will be here to help you. Bye. Sayonara. All the best.